This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
What about Milk Jug, M-Y-L-K, and Jug has got 3 G's.
Yes, and the jugs are delicious.
I think this one's fake.
It is fake, yes. Milk Jug is not legit. Smoke Perp. It's smoke and then P-U-R-P-P. Hip-hop or not? Is that a legit artist?
It's so hip-hop and so much weed.
Yeah, there's no way that's not a rapper that loves weed.
That is real. Yes, there is a real Smoke Perp. And what about Lil Tim?
Lil Is that kind of like Tiny Tim?
It is. But he's a rap. It's if Tiny Tim did hip-hop.
That's a Kevin made up.
Kevin trickery.
Yeah. You know me too well.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, that's it.
Gosh,
Super Bowl Monday.
Love it. I love Mondays.
Yeah.
Especially after a big event.
Yeah.
It's kind of 2 big things. We had the Stars Ball. Kevin had Brew Bowl, and then
Yeah.
everybody had the Super Bowl. So 3.
There was a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah, you were in it.
Yeah, I got to say, I just, yesterday, I laid.
Well, Saturday, you were talking big games about how we are going to go to Top Golf the next morning and all
Yeah.
this stuff. I'm like, I don't know if we're going to be doing that today. Well, I woke up like I felt like a truck hit me.
No, well, the problem was I woke up with baby Bronc on Sunday.
Oh, no.
And yeah, because I could feel my voice going at the Stars Ball, and I was like, I thought it was just because I had a long day. And when I met the Queen later after Stars Ball, she's like, I can tell you're getting sick. And I'm like, gosh, dang it. So, yeah, I woke up Sunday morning. I'm like, golly. So that kind of ruined the big plans. Yeah, I was all about it. It was a beautiful day. I was had all these plans. Was going to go out there and whoop Suits' butt at the Drive Shack and play some golf. And
double date. Kevin Suits and my dad.
Yeah,
gonna go.
I know. Yeah,
That sounds like a man sandwich.
I know it's going to be a lovely Sunday.
Oh.
So yeah, I was kind of kicking around. Didn't know if it was going to be packed because that's just it. When the Super Bowl's going on, what places are packed and what places are not?
I thought I was going to wait a long time for my delivery yesterday, and I did not. It was pretty quick. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, it was kind of, well, I was, the one thing that I was doing was I was going out looking for chicken wings. I knew that Super Bowl Sunday is the big day of the year for chicken wings, and I wanted to get the easy, quick grab, so I went to one Publix, did not have my kind of chicken wings,
Oh, no.
and then I went to the other one, and they did.
I sent Panda to Publix to go get chicken wings, and they didn't have any. So he came back with popcorn chicken.
Oh, for you, that's tough.
That's so tough. I can't eat the breading.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
The breading
Yeah.
and the popcorn chicken, it's fun for the kids. They love
Right.
it. But it's like the worst thing for mama.
Yeah, I know. I was the same way. It's like they had every other kind of chicken but that one.
Now, did he tell you that they were out of wings and like text, or did he just show up with the popcorn chicken without you even knowing about the wing debacle?
He just showed up with the popcorn chicken.
That's the wrong move, Panda. Always let somebody know if their item is out so they can mentally prepare for the adjustment.
Well, luckily, I had some chicken breasts in the fridge, so I just cooked up breasts for myself while I watched the family enjoy the popcorn chicken. Not as fun, but, you got to do what you got to do.
Got to do what you got to do. That's just it.
I was really looking forward to I like boiling my wings a little bit, so you
Okay.
boil them in chicken broth. So they get kind of infused with all that chickeny goodness and salty goodness.
That's smart.
And then when they're cooked in the boil, you put them on the grill, super high flame, and you scorch them on the outside. Then you toss them in seasoning, and oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that sounds, that's just, if you do a wing right, oh, it's good stuff, huh?
Oh, I'm not a big bone guy. I don't like the bones of my meat.
I love the bone. I love the challenge. I love the fun. I love picking.
To me, a zinger or a tender or a finger is far more superior.
I just don't agree because of the breading. I can't get on your boat.
Yeah. They were saying that 11,000 calories was the average consumption on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That's so much.
That is way. I can't even fathom that.
I can see though how it would happen because I was watching yesterday. Me and Rocco were playing at the park, and in the clubhouse, there was a bunch of people coming together for a Super Bowl party, and they were all bringing a dish. And I was just thinking, okay, if 30 people show up and they all bring a different dish, and I'm walking around that party, I'd probably try like 15 of the 30 dishes, and that's how you get all those calories.
That's still, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about, on what, 5 full days in a few hours? I think that stat's a little inflated. Although there are some meals that do pack on donuts. If you're eating 4 Krispy Kreme donuts in the Super Bowl, you've gotten about 1,200 calories right there.
The only thing I could think about is just with the grazing. Most of the food is high-calorie food
Right.
that you typically see.
It's fatty, it's
Right.
cheesy, it's greasy, it's delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, when you made me the grilled cheese that I was dipping in cheese, I was thinking that was probably a high-calorie sandwich.
Very.
All that butter, all that cheese, and then I was dipping it in more cheese.
You know I don't skimp.
I respect that.
In that cheese, too,
Right.
was like a cream base. That wasn't milk. Oh, no.
Okay.
That was cream.
So just on that meal alone, I probably put down 4,000 calories.
At least, because you ate like a half dozen sandwiches.
Yeah, you get a couple of those and it sneaks up on you. So maybe it's legit. I don't know. 11,000 calories. That's what they're saying. So as far as people showing up or not showing up, a lot of people are just taking their bets on whether we would show up. We are here.
We're here.
Yeah, we are here
We're
on Super Bowl Monday.
limping. We are not
Yeah.
at full force.
It's days like this where it was a good game all the way through. You wanted to watch all the way into the fourth quarter. It was crazy because, I'm watching it. I watched the Super Bowl halftime show. I've got to wake up earlier than most, and it's the third quarter, and I'm like, okay, Niners got this thing wrapped up. I'm just going to kind of like doze off. I open my eyes quickly, and I'm like, huh? Chiefs won? I'm like,
What?
Wait, what happened? It was like 10 minutes left, and the Chiefs couldn't score, and they're losing by 10. And I'm like, wait, they're blowing them out? Like, what happened?
I'm going to make a statement. I don't know if everyone's going to agree with me, but
Yeah.
I thought that halftime show was the best ever.
Ever.
I
Okay.
loved it.
All right, well,
I loved it.
We got a lot of stuff to get to. It's going to be a lot of breakdown from commercials to the game to the halftime show.
If you like sexy,
Yeah.
that was your show.
I'm sorry, y'all. They brought the heat.
Yeah, they did. Do we have a crotch shot count and who gave more? Did anybody done that breakdown? I didn't see that yet, but there had to be over under 9 total combined between Shakira and J-Lo.
I know I always talk about, Wallace Pennington, I'm never going to get married. I would marry Shakira. I would marry her.
Okay, but you got to talk to her husband first.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, every guy is saying that.
Oh, she's amazing.
They say 44% of us think that the Monday after the Super Bowl should be a paid holiday. And I know people keep pushing for that, Super Bowl Monday. A lot of people are saying just move the game to Saturday night. You hear that every single year, and yet they're not going to do anything about it.
It's like the whole daylight savings time. Every year, everyone talks about it.
I know.
and
We
it
feel like
never
we're getting
happens.
closer every year, and it doesn't. Those are 2 days that, we ought to
we have the
obviously
power
change.
to make it easier for
Yeah.
ourselves, and
I hear
we
you.
don't.
We just don't do it. So we'll give you the breakdown. You can give us your thoughts, too. Do you have a favorite commercial, a favorite highlight from the game last night? You can hit us up, 877-979-9763. Call or text in to the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ, dirt of the day. It's the KVJ, dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a sec, Offset, that's Cardi B's husband. He got a little froggy at a Miami strip club over the weekend. Who did Offset hit and why?
Uh-oh.
I kind of agree with Offset on this one.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay.
Everybody's got to get their house in order, and if you don't, sometimes you get punched. And so I'm on Offset's side. I'll tell you why coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, they said it would last forever. But after only 12 days of marriage, Pamela Anderson and that guy who claims that she was the one that got away are getting a divorce.
What?
12 days.
Just like that.
Yeah.
They hadn't even finished filing the official paperwork to make it official. and it's already over.
So what happened? Did they
12 days.
They got into a fight. They just couldn't get past that one fight.
I guess they realized the fantasy was better than the reality. And a lot of times in life, y'all, that is true. He had the fantasy of Pamela Anderson in his head for years. He married other women. She married other men. And then when they were both single, they came back together. And they only dated for a matter of weeks before they were like, let's get married.
What do you mean when you say sometimes fantasy is better than real life? Are you talking about everything in life, or are you talking about marriage?
A lot of things in life. Sometimes the fantasy is better than the reality.
I'm just soaking it in, Sinicki.
What if you got a hold of Shakira and then you found out she was a head case? The fantasy was better than the reality.
Oh, yeah, she's the one with the issues between me and her. I don't know about that example.
Yeah, she yells at you all the time.
Okay.
She hates a messy guy. She can't stand a guy that likes to wear pajamas as pants. And she just starts riding you like a horse. It'd be awful. The fantasy was better than the reality.
Yeah, I think honestly this is a Pamela Anderson thing, not so much just a
life thing. It's a Pam thing.
It's a Pam thing.
She's probably a handful.
Well, you're going to see coming up just after 8, we're going to do the celebrity marriage over under, and I didn't realize she has got 3 of the shortest celebrity marriages ever. So it's a Pam thing.
Guys get in and they're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, her marriages typically don't last long.
Looks like Bad Boys for Life took the top spot at the box office for the 3rd straight weekend. The movie brought in another $17 million. That's 3 weekends in a row that it's been the #1 movie. I would say that's a success.
Yeah, it's the highest grossing of all the Bad Boy movies now.
Nice.
And, I've talked to some people that are big fans of them, and they typically say that it's not the best, but it goes to show you why Hollywood keeps making the same movies over and over again.
People want it.
Because when you're used to it and you're expecting stuff, people just go to what's familiar. And so you can make the worst of the franchise. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but the worst of the 3, and it's the highest grossing because it's broken in the familiarity from the first 2.
Finally here, everybody was in Miami, probably still sleeping off a drunk right now. And Offset and Cardi B went to the strip club on Saturday night.
Yep.
So it sounds like they were in some sort of VIP area, as Cardi B and Offset should be. And a guy was all excited standing near them and was like spraying champagne. Well, he started spraying it on other people, not really paying attention where he was spraying it. And it got on Cardi.
Oh, boy.
And so Offset, as her husband, went looking for the guy and punched him until security guards pulled him off of the guy. He and Cardi B left right away after the altercation. But I get it. And if you're a girl who puts on makeup and hair and an outfit and puts it all together, the last thing you need is someone to spray you with champagne, and it would ruin your night. And she probably got so pissed and got him all worked up, and he went and punched the guy, and I think it was a fair move.
I'm sure when they left, it was peaceful. It wasn't a big deal.
It was dramatic, but I get it. Don't spray nobody with champagne, you douche. And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, other than the Super Bowl halftime show from last night, what else are you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
I just want to give a little Chewy update.
Okay.
Doing much better. I want to thank everyone. The nice people said Chewy's going to be okay. My dog's had that before. He's almost back to normal, which is great. Also, interesting comments for the people saying, you might want to put Chewy down. It's lights out for him. That's not true at all. You make my family angry when you put that on social media, and they will fight back like my sister did.
Oh, okay.
My oldest sister.
Oh, what'd she say?
She got into a fight with somebody on social media. They're saying, you got to put your dog down. He's in, blah, blah, blah. And she works in the vet field, so she knows what she's talking about.
Right, and shouldn't we let the vet make that decision, not some clown on Twitter?
Yeah, you got to be at peace with blah. All right, dude, I get it. But yeah, thank you to everybody. Chewy's doing much better. He's back to digging.
Okay, that's
Okay.
good.
That's a great sign.
He's
That
being a
is a good
dog
sign.
again.
He's being a
Yeah.
dog again.
So is the vertigo gone? And what causes that?
Old age for him. You get, especially in his breed. His breed. They get blindness. They get deafness. And he's kind of a clumsy dog. Naturally, that their breed. He's a Australian kettle dog, so they're kind of like that anyway. But what happened with him? Basically, he had a terrible case of doggy vertigo. And with the blindness and him having the vertigo, he didn't know what was going on.
That's a lot.
It is. And they're saying it usually doesn't come back. If it does come back, it may be one more episode. But for the most part, it should be subsided. If it keeps coming back, then we have more of a serious issue. So that's why I haven't been leaving my house. I've been monitoring him just to make sure he's okay. Because he's
Sure.
got anxiety issues, too.
Aw.
So I got to...
Does anyone
wait.
in your family not have anxiety
My
issues?
dad doesn't.
Okay, all
He
right.
sounds a lot like you. He's clumsy and he has anxiety.
He loves food. He walks into things. He does. I think he has a fear of relationships. Walls, chewy.
You two are perfect for each other.
I do. I feel like he's falling apart physically. I'm falling apart physically. We're both
Just made for each other.
We're both getting gray in the face.
Aw, that's adorable.
He's my animal best friend.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I don't know if you noticed. I'm sure you did. I'm still wearing my Stars Ball earrings. Look at these things.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
sparklers.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Stars Ball yet.
No, not really. I mean, it was such a huge success on Saturday night, and it was just
Yeah, it was.
so fun.
It
and
was.
just so like everybody stepped up. We had a bunch of new people on the team this year, but you wouldn't know it. Everybody acted like pros and just figured their stuff out, and it was just so fun. And yes, I'm still wearing my Stars Ball earrings that are borrowed from Provident. These earrings cost more than your car.
How great
Really?
did Vanilla
Yeah.
Ice look?
He looked great.
Man, I'm used to seeing him
Yeah.
look extreme in here. Man, he cleans up real nice.
He did. He looked great, and he danced. Did you see the video I
I
posted
did.
of him just breaking it down with our stars, getting on the dance floor with the kids and the families, and just that's what it's all about. This event is so much fun because the kids are actually at it with us. You know, these kids that are going through all kinds of medical stuff. For one night, they're not a sick kid. They get to come and be at the ball and dance, and their families get to dance, and it's beautiful to see somebody like Vanilla Ice step up and make those kids feel so special.
That was cool that he showed up. Yeah, there are a lot of great moments that happened from Saturday. So
Kevin tried to do a cartwheel.
Kevin did a cartwheel
I
on
did
the
a cart.
dance floor.
Well, I use that term lightly.
Baby, you put your heart into it, and you were funny, and you were lovable. No
yeah.
one can take that from you.
Well, everybody was shining on Saturday. So big thanks to everybody that came out, was a big part of that. So smashing success. What I got on my mind here today, I've been trying to get through so many shows. I've got some great ones on deck. I'm wrapping up a few that are good. Jaybird has led me in the direction. Soon I'm going to be myself because I don't think my wife wants to watch The Office. I'm going to do the Curb Your Enthusiasm. And I jumped into one that people have been telling me about for a while that was really good. It's on the Amazon Prime Video. It's the Jack Ryan show that they have on there. And it's got, what's his name from The Office?
Not Jake Ryan.
John Krasinski. Is that?
Oh,
is that-
yeah, okay.
Is he in The Office?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he's in the Jack Ryan show. And I'm about halfway through season 1. It's really good.
I'm hearing really great things about that Jennifer Aniston show on, was it Apple TV?
I'm hearing that too, yeah.
Is it
the morning show,
is it
I
a
think
morning
is the name of it.
Yeah, I want to watch
I think
that.
it's like a TV show, yeah. That's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, the morning show, I hear that's great too. So thanks for all the suggestions on that. Do appreciate it. All right, well, what do you think about this? A lot of people talking about what happened with the Super Bowl last night. Do you have call them out for your favorite? Do you have an absolute favorite commercial
I do.
that happened? I thought a lot of them were really good. There's a lot of funny stuff that had happened. Now, anymore, they drop a lot of them before the Super Bowl, so you get to see them. The one I did not see until the Super Bowl because it held off until late was the Bill Murray that he did a Jeep commercial, and it was Groundhog Day, and so they kind of like did a retake on his movie Groundhog's Day, and it was good, and it was Bill Murray funny, and I thought that was great. Some of them were really funny. That was up there for one of my favorites.
Early in the night, that Jason Momoa and
Yes.
Lisa Bonet commercial.
He takes off his hair
was
and
so
his fake
good.
muscles. Yes.
I didn't even know what it was for because I was so mesmerized by Jason Momoa and the transformation. It was for Rocket Mortgage.
Okay.
And that was my favorite of the whole thing. I loved it.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. That was up there with one of my favorites. Did you see the Post Malone finally?
I did.
The
I
Bud Light
saw
seltzer?
the Bud Light Seltzer. I didn't see the other. There was a second Post Malone for Doritos. I missed that one.
Okay, I don't think I saw the Post Malone for Doritos. The
You and
only one
me
I saw
both-
was the Old Town Road one.
You and me missed the fourth quarter, so I think that might have been the issue. I got up to go do dishes and clean the
Okay.
kitchen, so I missed a lot of the fourth quarter.
I tried watching it this morning. That's how I saw the Bill Murray one because I think that was the fourth quarter commercial.
The Google one made me cry.
Yeah, a lot of people. Some people are like going, "Hey, I don't want to cry during my Super Bowl."
No.
but it was memories and
I
all that of
loved
someone
it.
passed.
Beers, not tears.
Right. Yeah, some of them really connected. Some of them, I don't know. Did you guys? The Snickers one was okay.
Snickers was good with the hole in the ground, like it.
Snickers always, they do solid stuff, Snickers.
From a marketing point of view, I thought the Tide integration was fantastic.
That was really smart as far as how that played out through the entire night. And they even were working that guy
Brilliant.
into Bud Light commercials.
They had partners. They had all kinds of integration. The Tide was brilliant.
Yeah, I think overall as a marketing campaign, I thought that was really good.
I loved the John Legend and Chrissy Teigen one. I don't even know what a Genesis car is.
Yeah.
But that commercial made me want a Genesis car.
Yeah, that was one I was kind of on. There were a few that
Really?
were in that category. I was just
I just love John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, though. I think that's what's fueling my passion for
I got
that.
you. Okay.
A lot of chicks like her.
The resolution of the Planters guy commercial is like,
What happened with that? I was listening.
Mr. Peanut's not gone. It's a baby now.
I knew it. I knew they weren't going to kill off Mr. Peanut. I'm glad, but I'm not glad, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's
Well,
like Baby Yoda, but it's a baby peanut.
It's like they're duping us with these commercials. It's like the
Yeah.
whole IHOB.
The Tom Brady was a dupe. Remember how we were like, oh my gosh, Tom Brady, he's gonna retire. He's doing a commercial about retiring. No, it was a Hulu commercial.
I didn't necessarily love that one either.
I
Some
didn't
people
love
were
it
saying that.
either.
Yeah, some people were saying that one was great that are texting us right now.
Patriot fans.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It fell flat for me because you had this expectation of a big announcement and then it wasn't.
Somebody said the Cheetos commercial, love that. I give that one a B. I thought it was good. You can't touch this. Had the MC Hammer because he has the cheese dust on his hand for the Cheetos popcorn.
They're really pushing the cheese dust.
Did you see the commercial for the new product, the Pop-Tart Pretzel Tart?
I actually did see that.
My panda stood up and cursed in front of the children, and he's like, "I want that."
Yeah, I'm not a big Pop-Tart guy, but I do want to try that.
I know.
It looked intriguing.
It looked very intriguing.
Somebody said the Reese's Take 5 candy bar. It looked good, and the commercial was pretty decent, too.
I just had one yesterday. I just ate one.
That commercial was funny.
Yeah, and
it was quick hits of very funny.
I thought it was a good message, too, that it's like the best candy
Yeah.
bar you never heard of, so I remembered it.
I would recommend if you are going to eat that candy bar, I would freeze it.
Okay.
I would. I put that in the freezer for a couple hours. Just
Mm-hmm.
my suggestion.
Well, you are the Snack King baby.
Nobody's really going to talk about it, but I was amused by where they found the Mars water, and at the end the guy drinks it, and he's like, "I thought it said Mark's water."
Yeah, that's cute.
That was quick,
It
but I was
made me
like,
chuckle.
I was like, all right. I wouldn't put it as one of the best,
Right.
but I thought it was pretty good. It happened. A lot of people really like the opening number with the kid that was running the ball, and then he, winds up. They integrate it into where he ran on the field celebrating the 100
That
years
was
of the NFL.
fun because you saw all the different teams represented.
Yeah.
And I loved the one with Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara running through a Mardi Gras parade.
Oh, I figured you would. Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
That picture you showed me of the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl of the quarterback on the sideline drinking a beer and smoking a
Yeah,
cigarette.
it's Len Dawson from 50 years ago. It's halftime. Just goes to show you where the Super Bowl was 50 years ago. The quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs is on the sideline smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer, just chilling.
This is during the game,
This
right?
is at halftime, yeah.
and then
That's
they
how he
won
spent
the
his
game.
halftime.
Then
Yeah.
they won the game.
That's how he spent his halftime.
I mean, that picture's amazing. It looks like he's just hanging out in the football field.
He is. Just kind of like chilling. So, That was some of our favorites. If you have a favorite, you can let us know here on the KVJ show. All right, what do you think? Jennifer Lopez, fact or fiction? If you would have even just asked me, Jennifer Lopez is 50 years old, I've been like going, I don't know. That feels like fiction.
Girl didn't dance like she was 50. She danced like she's 25.
Wow, that really was something. Okay, so Jennifer Lopez, fact or fiction star of last night's halftime show. What do you think about this one, Virginia? Fact or fiction for Jennifer Lopez? Let's do one about Jennifer Lopez's parents aren't even Spanish. Her mom's Welsh and her dad is Hungarian. Is that Jennifer Lopez fact or fiction?
I think that's fiction, right?
You're going to say fiction on that? I'm going to say you are correct. And it better be after she parades out the Puerto Rican
I
flag
know.
last night.
She's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this, Jay Bird? Jennifer Lopez, fact or fiction? J-Lo turned down a $30 million endorsement deal to do a campaign claiming that J-Lo was short for Jell-O. Fact or fiction?
That's a fact, my friend.
That is a fact.
Oh.
No.
I thought it was just weird enough to be real.
Maybe next year's Super Bowl, though.
That's a
Why
fun
not?
idea.
Yeah. All right, fact or fiction here, Virginia. Jennifer Lopez and Wesley Snipes were once an item. Fact or fiction?
I'm going to say fact.
He was in a Super Bowl commercial last night. You're going to say fact on that? You are correct. They dated in 1995 after making Money Train together.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fact or fiction here, Jay Bird, about J-Lo. How much do you know? She has been married 5 times. Fact or fiction?
That's fiction. It's
Okay.
4, maybe 3, but it's definitely not 5.
Okay, you're correct. Yeah, that's one too many. That's got to be Pam Anderson's number now. Jennifer Lopez, she's only been married 3 times.
Oh, Honey Noah.
Chris Judd.
Chris Judd.
Yep, you named him. Well, there was one more.
And Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
She had babies with Mark Anthony, so you know they were married.
2 of her marriages didn't even make a year. Is that fact or is that fiction, Virginia? 2 of her marriages didn't even make a year.
Oh, Honey Noah, I think was a year. I'm going to say fiction.
You're going to say fiction.
Oh.
That's a fact. Ohani No and Chris Judd did not make a year.
Really?
Yeah, 2 over
Both
3.
of them?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah. Fact or fiction on this, Jaber? What do you think? Jennifer Lopez actually weighs more than her former husband, Mark Anthony.
I'm going to say that's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay. It is not a fact, but it is close. J-Lo is said to weigh 123 pounds. Mark Anthony weighs 143.
Wow.
So he's got her by 20 pounds.
He looks tiny.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him in a hot tub that was taken recently, and he had his shirt on, and it was sticking to him, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. What do you think about this? Jennifer Lopez and Gwyneth Paltrow meet up once a week to drink sangria and steam their lady parts. Any guess on that, Virginia? What do you think? Is that fact or fiction?
That's fiction.
That's fiction, of course. Nope, that's fact.
Fact?
That's what they say.
Once a week?
No, once a month.
Oh, I think it's
Did
been
I say
once a week.
If I did,
You
it's
said
month.
steam?
Steam. Yeah.
What does that do?
I don't know, but
Is
I
it like
mean,
when your shirt's wrinkled?
I think it's supposed to be like if you go to get a facial, sometimes they'll steam your face and it's supposed to cleanse and get everything really purified, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I got a lot of questions.
I'm
I
going to
know
make an
it's-
appointment to steam mine today.
I
so.
know it's early, but I want to keep on asking questions about this.
After the show podcast. We got you. There was some cool stuff that had happened commercial-wise and whatnot last night. I'm glad that it got the bigger platform of the Super Bowl. It was also shown in the AFC Championship game, but maybe you noticed last night one of the commercials that ran had a local flair as well from Palm Beach County. The one that has Pahokee standout, Anquan Bolden, remember that, and Corey Jones
Yes.
case that had
Yes,
happened, something that we
yes.
still see here a good bit. That was featured last night in the Super Bowl. So that got a big stage and a big platform. So it was really cool to see that go down.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that was kind of neat when you're talking about some of the commercials that happened.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Good Greek Moving and Storage had a commercial.
I
Shout
did.
out to Spiro.
Yeah, I was wondering that right before they went to the Super Bowl halftime show last night, they cut into local programming where they could sell local commercials. And I know what they were selling the regular commercials for nationally for the Super Bowl, and it was ridiculously expensive. I was curious. I'm like, how much do they charge for that?
I can text him. He might tell us.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay, good for you. But I'm like, because last night a 30-second spot during the Super Bowl cost $5.6 million, or about $186,000 per second. Now, you're only getting the local market, so they're not going to charge you the same.
Right. It's a big difference. But yeah, how much is it?
Right.
Because he basically introed the halftime show, because it went his spot, boom, right into the Pepsi Dissolve that was the halftime show.
Yeah, I figured that was a really great time to advertise.
Yeah.
I started Googling the question, when does the actual commercial start? During the pregame? And then as I'm Googling, I almost put myself to sleep looking for that. Like, who cares?
So the pregame spots do cost a bit, but not as much as the game spots. But they do charge for those pregame ones, too.
So when the game starts, that's when the commercials are officially the Super Bowl commercials.
Yes.
That's when you're paying that $5.6 million.
Got you.
Yeah, when you get into that window. So, yeah, so it was just some fun stuff to check out from last night. Coming up, too, I know we're going to be talking about some of the parties that had happened. That was some of the big to-dos, a lot of big celebrity names. Just the amount of celebrities that were in town, crazy.
Yeah, I love giving the strip club report, so you'll have another one of those in your dirt of the day.
Oh, that's good. Okay. All right, well, that's the reason why people are here today.
That's what I care about.
You can get all the game notes and all the breakdowns and the scores and all that stuff anywhere you want. But, yeah, this is the really good stuff.
Who made it rain?
Yes. Who made it rain. And the other local shout out that I wanted to give as well, there are a couple of awards. One shout out to Nick Bosa. He played last night in the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, came up short. He's from St. Thomas Aquinas High School, but he was the Rookie of the Year in there, and Defensive Rookie of the Year. So congratulations to him for the 49ers.
I think he had like a couple of big sacks.
He was very disruptive last night.
Yes, very
Yeah.
They said his
He had
name.
a great game. Yeah, he had a great game. He was just the Chiefs' game plan in the first half. He was almost single-handedly wrecking shop. And then also ex-Boynton Beach High School star Lamar Jackson was named the unanimous NFL MVP. So some big awards to some local guys, NFL-wise, in the Super Bowl as well.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, yes, that bomb that is dropping. Audio of Amber Heard admitting to physically abusing Johnny Depp. That is crazy. And where is this from? And all the details we will give you coming up in just a second. Before that, we do have to give you your very important strip club update from over the weekend.
Okay.
The Super Bowl club was popping, y'all. And on Friday, Post Malone got in it a little bit. Now,
Oh, he did.
he's going on the record saying he's not really a strip club kind of guy, but that did not stop him from going into Club 11 with boxes. And there's pictures and video. He's holding like a moving box full of single-dollar bills totaling over $50,000. So I don't know if he was giving it to the dancers or he let his friends do it. He said usually he lets his friends do it. But I mean, when you walk in the club with 50 grand in singles in cardboard boxes, that's just next level.
I mean, singles, that's going to take a minute to get through.
Yeah, it is. It's impressive.
Wow.
So Post Malone definitely infusing some cash into the local economy.
There was a lot of interesting stuff that happened. I was kind of checking that out with the parties that went on over the weekend, you know, people popping in and out and all that kind of stuff. One that I thought was fascinating, I don't know if you saw what happened to Harry Styles. He had to cancel his concert from Friday night at the Meridian at Island Gardens due to severe weather. I think Lizzo actually got her performance off, and then the fire department came in because they had built up a prefab building that was, you know, just kind of like, you know, girders and things like that. It wasn't anything super strong. And, you know, if you get some wind around here, could you imagine the nightmare if that thing would have collapsed
Horrible.
on, you know, a ton of people? So they shut that down, and some fans were upset and complaining about that. And then I got this as well, because remember I was telling you how Snoop Dogg was all over the place? Apparently he wasn't all over the place. Somebody had sent this, said, the night before, Snoop never even showed up to this party. We had beautiful weather, too. This is the big game yacht and block party at Allsdorf Park. It's supposed to be in Pompano Beach, first of all. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to make it to Pompano, but it does say on this, the ultimate game yacht party in South Florida with Snoop Dogg performing. Apparently, he didn't even show up at all.
I've seen him in an interview before where he was, I think, 4 hours late to an event, and they're interviewing him, and the guy interviewing him is giving him some trouble, and Snoop snaps at him right away, go, I don't care.
Yeah, I was, in fact, speaking of which, I almost went to the Kanye church service thing yesterday at Bayfront Park.
Now, that would have been cool.
Yeah, but I started looking. They were charging to get in. It wasn't a free event. And all the way kind of like in the back left, tickets were like over $200 for that.
Wait, I thought it was supposed to be a free thing.
I thought it was. Yeah, the one thing where I'd originally seen it, and you would think, okay, we're going to do a church service free event. No,
They don't charge for church?
Yeah, they did this one. And then it was supposed to go off at 11 a.m. And I just saw on social media some people were like, it's 12:20, no Kanye.
Well, maybe they couldn't make it free, because think about all the people that are in Miami for this Super Bowl and all the people that would have gone that have nothing to do with the Super Bowl. Maybe there just wasn't a venue big enough to make it free.
I guess. Maybe.
Or a space.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do it in a big lot, though,
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things in a big lot.
And Big Lots, the store.
And the other thing that kind of went off, I don't know if you saw that Halsey made some attention. She was at the WRMF LIX event that they had in Miami on Saturday night, and some guy was shouting her ex-boyfriend's name, which, by the way,
we have the clip.
How would that make you feel, Jay Bird, if you're on stage with the snack pack and somebody's in the front row yelling your ex-girlfriend's name?
I'd be like, why are they, I haven't talked to her in 2 years. Why are they bringing her up right now?
It's going to throw you, though.
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm not. I think maybe this was the American Airlines? I can't remember where the Bud X one was, but she used to date G-Eazy from like 2017 to 2018, and so somebody kept yelling his name while she was performing.
When you were drunk, if you say G-Eazy one more time, I'll kick your
She said, I will kick your bleeping bleep. Test me. I will kick your bleep out of the bleeping club. Yeah, so.
I would hope I would react better than that.
Yeah, so maybe it's a club. I don't know where that one was.
I think if you had a few pops in you, that might be exactly how you react.
But the odd thing about it, because she was so upset about the G-Eazy thing, and then I saw that they both, G-Eazy and Halsey, were supposed to be at the Maxim Big Game Experience. That was the one that had the Chainsmokers performing. So
well, maybe that's why she got mad. Maybe something happened before. They got into a little fight.
It
was wrong.
Maybe the Maxim organizers booked them both, and they're like, oh, if they're there, sparks might fly. And so maybe she was already, who knows if
she was already mad that she didn't realize they'd booked both of them.
You should never go on stage mad.
Yeah. Your boy Tyler Cameron was at that Maxim Big Game party.
He should be.
Yeah.
He should be at every party with pretty people.
Yeah. Antonio Brown came out too. So
he did.
Nene Leakes was there. Jake and Logan Paul.
I love Nene.
Antonio Brown's got that stupid fake fight going on with Logan Paul where they're going to fight each other, and they got on stage together and were fighting. Ugh. It's so stupid.
Were they trash talking?
Yeah.
Fake trash
talking.
Worse than wrestling, probably.
Yeah. Terrible.
And finally here, yes, as promised, what the heck is going on with the Amber Heard video and audio?
I don't know if there's video. I just got audio.
Okay, so we just have audio here for you, and it sounds like it's from a counseling session.
According to my facts, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is her and Johnny Depp together, and she admits to physically abusing him.
I would just play the clip, Kevin.
Okay. Jay Bird's crumbling under all these questions.
Kevin, how many questions?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're teasing this like it's the best audio ever.
I'm fascinated.
For 20 minutes, we've been hearing about this audio.
I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
No, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not deck you. I was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Remember she said he was doing that to her?
Dang. Where is that from? And who is the therapist that released it? And is that legal?
I mean, if you
Are we going to get sued for playing it?
It says audio has emerged of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp in a therapy session where Amber admits to physically abusing him.
Wow.
Dang.
Crazy that is out because you would think that that's protected, right? If it's in with a therapist.
They ain't nothing protected, Virginia.
Somebody just sent me the pricing guide for the Kanye concert yesterday morning at Bayfront Park. If you want to sit Section 3, which is center row B, $1,428 a ticket.
For church?
Yeah. One row behind, that was a better deal. That's half price of those, $700 a ticket. If you wanted Section 3 row K, $590, and Section 3 row J, $400 is what they were going for to see Kanye.
And people paid it.
I don't know. I didn't. I really thought I was going to go, and then I'm like, nope. When I saw the prices, nope.
Not me.
Not going to be doing that. So yeah, if anybody did go check out any parties, I know some people were doing some stuff, and they're sending us some, texts and tweets and all that kind of stuff of what you're seeing. So if you went to any of the parties, let me know. I know some people were really upset about the Harry Styles one. Some people were hitting up on that. I think they had paid $400 a ticket, like $100 per parking, and then I don't even know if they're getting. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing for refunds.
I think it says it as a disclaimer on the bottom of all that stuff that it's subject to weather and all the artists' lineup can change, and we reserve the right to not have to explain.
Yeah,
they give themselves an out.
I ate so much pound cake yesterday. I led the league in eating pound cake yesterday. Oh, if we're talking Super Bowl stuff, it still counts.
What?
We're talking Super Bowl.
Baby, you have Tourette's.
First of all, don't call me baby. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not from a witch.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day with the weird ending.
Okay.
Brought to you by Paddle Fest. I don't know what to say.
Couple birthdays. Sean Kingston, the beautiful girls. He's 30 today. Daddy Yankee, 43 today. Also got a birthday shout out to Stacy from Ryan. Also one of my sweet granddaughter, Layla Rose, and her daddy, Dalton. My son's 3 years out from a near fatal motorcycle accident.
Oh, wow.
Grateful he's here to celebrate his 25th birthday with his baby girl. So
amen.
That is very nice, and got the photo of the baby girl right there. Also, happy birthday to my boyfriend. It looks like Rage turning 25. R-A-I-G-E.
Rage? That's his name?
I guess so. That's how it seems like it. Raigi?
Rage?
Raigi or Rage. Happy 7th birthday to our baby girl Brianna from Mom, Dad, Alex, and Duke. And I'd like to wish my son Ro a happy 8th birthday from Brianna, Jocelyn, Penelope, Elena, Camilla's 5 sisters, Mom and Dad, and Rocco the dog. So there you go. Well, these celebrities are going to start going back to their normal places. We're going to get South Florida back after the Super Bowl from last night, which it was great to have. Awesome to host. 150,000 people came to the Super Bowl, but not even half of those people got into the Super Bowl. So there were crazy parties and just, people were just kind of drinking in the atmosphere of what was going on.
I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, it's an energy. It's a vibe. It's something to be in.
Yes, it is.
And you can just go down there and walk around and feel it.
Yeah.
I did it 10 years ago. It was so fun.
Absolutely. Just kind of be in the heart of it and in the middle of it. Well, one of the parties that had gone on, they're setting up this fake fight that is going to be going on with Antonio Brown because, our troubled former NFL star who lives amongst us in Hollywood that all of his neighbors hate is apparently got a lot of people to fight with. He needs to focus. I mean, he's fighting with the delivery guys. He's fighting with his neighbors. He's fighting with his baby mama. And now he's fighting with Logan Paul. Like, come on. You have too many fights, Antonio.
And it's not real. Do you remember we almost did a whole thing where I was going to box Michael Lohan and we were going to act like we didn't like each other and then we realized it's pretty dumb.
Yeah. They've tried for years. Damon Feldman's always tried to get us to he's the celebrity fight guy. He's like, hey, you think maybe maybe you want to do. I'm like, I'm not fighting. No.
Because you have to get on the mic and really act like you're mad.
And then
No.
you have to get in the ring and actually probably get hurt.
For 10 years, he started talking me into doing one of these. I'm like, no,
I would
I'm
love.
not. No.
I would love to hear Kevin in a fake boxing
I
fight.
mean, it's
Oh,
so
that would be
unbelievable. It's so
great.
terrible. I'm like, I couldn't even.
A lot of bad acting.
Yeah, I couldn't keep this thing up.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, but people are drinking in the Logan Paul and Antonio Brown fight, which it looks like is probably going to happen. So
Now,
you know.
will they really go for it?
I don't know. Logan Paul, I think's already done this. He does
Yeah.
train pretty hard. Antonio Brown, I can't imagine. I mean, he's already taken a massive hit from Vontez Burfict, and probably he's dealing with CTE as it is. He claims he doesn't think he is. They did ask him because people are like going, "Are you crazy? Do you have CTE? What's going on with you, man?" Because he issued another full apology to the NFL and everybody for his behavior, which, like I said, he does. He flips. He goes, nice guy, then all of a sudden, sometime this week, he'll get arrested. Wow. He'll do something.
He must have that CTE.
He says he doesn't, but I don't know how to know.
You can't tell until they die and you look
I
at
know.
the brain, right?
Or he could just be a jerk too.
I know. We don't know. We don't know what's going on, Antonio
Or it could
Brown.
be a combo.
Yeah.
I've heard he was a jerk before any of the
Sure.
NFL. So I mean,
Yeah.
Depending on who you talk to, we're all a jerk.
I don't know, Mother Teresa, pretty spot on. You're not gonna find too many that would say she's a jerk.
And she never fake fought any of the Paul brothers.
I'll give you Mother Teresa.
Yeah. Okay, so imagine we heard what it was like with Logan Paul and Antonio Brown, but what if we had a fake fight set up with Suits and Denny's? Who do you think would be better on the mic at smack talking?
It's gonna be awkward and uncomfortable, but Suits gets the edge just because he's gonna go for it a little bit more.
Suits kind of does go for it. When he came in, he was heckling me about beating me at Drive Shack.
But it does still sound awkward, though.
Yeah, it does.
He raises
Yeah.
his voice more, has more passion, but it sounds kind of awkward. And then Denny's.
Okay.
Sweet Denny's.
All right, so we're going to figure this out here. We're going to put them in a head-to-head smack talk battle. Find out if we had a fake fight coming up between Suits and Denny's, two of the world's worst smack talkers. What would it sound like if we were doing a press conference here and they were going to have a fight? Now, I'll MC the press conference a little bit to see what we got here. And see if we can throw in your commentary. So we got a big fight that's going to be coming up here. We've got Suits versus Denny's. This is going to be an epic battle and challenge. Suits, do you have any predictions for what is going to happen when you fight Denny's over here?
Oh, it's going to be easy. I'm going to take him down. I mean, this is a man who takes 20 minutes just to walk in from the room over there. He's going to be so slow. He's got nothing.
Oh! You got nothing.
Denny's,
He said you got nothing.
He says you got nothing. What do you think about Suits?
I'm just going to go up to Suits and I'm going to cough in his mouth and he'll get sick for 3 months.
In your face, literally. All right, heat up in here.
You sick all the time, Suits.
This man's still limping a week after kicking a football. I'm not worried about his physical strength.
You limping.
What?
Denny's limping.
He's trying to say you're out of shape.
I mean, he's not wrong, but
He agrees with him.
once I get my gloves on, I'm going to take one swing and Suits' shoe is going to fly off.
Was that one shoe?
That happened.
You saw it.
Suits, yeah, you did have that performance that happened in the spin boxing that we did in the lobby that
He
went down.
punched his shoes off.
Now you're not fighting Jaybird in this, but you are fighting that. Do you think your shoes are going to come off in this fight with Denny's?
No, I don't think they are. Jaybird's a different animal. This guy will take me out. Denny's, on the other hand, kick his ass.
Hurt him, Suits.
All right, Denny's, one more thing. What do you have to say? Any predictions for the fight with you and Suits?
Yeah, I'm going to dress like Jeff Gordon. I'm going to beat that ass.
All right.
Kick his ass
All right,
dressed as his favorite NASCAR driver.
Be mentally stressful for him.
Calm down, Dennis. Calm down, then.
Okay. Look, oh man, I would love to actually see that battle.
So, was that the actual battle?
Well, that was, I think, the smack talk.
was the
battle,
smack
yeah.
talk.
All right, yeah.
That's just, that's just what they do. They just kind of like, maybe we'll have to do the weigh-in.
Okay.
that I'd love to
Their
see too.
combined weight might not break 200.
Do you think Suits wins that one?
The weigh-in?
No, what that just happened right there.
I don't know. That was a pretty good draw. Denny's had zingers. Suits had passion and zingers.
Suits had a little bit more, like he was had a little bit more in his voice.
But Denny's was funnier.
That cough in the mouth, that was a good, solid, almost knockout punch right from the beginning.
Is it a draw?
Yeah.
It's a draw.
I don't know.
think
I'll let the people decide. I don't know. Yeah. 877-979-9763. Smack Talk off. Yeah, some of the early voting right now for Denny's. Oh, they love.
Nice work, boys.
Yes.
Nice work. Kevin is going to make you fight. You realize that. This is just step one.
Somebody texted in and said, Reek is a little bee. He's a beaten man.
Reek. Oh, that's funny.
Okay. All right. Somebody else got a take on this.
Reek. That Suits his new nickname.
All right. Somebody said, I think Suits is distracted with his fight with Cy Dobbins. The traffic balance going on there.
And Cy is in the building today.
Yeah. Oh, he is. Okay.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of fights going on here as well. There's just a lot to do. Got some call 'em outs going to be coming up here in just a second. Who do you need to call out today? Jaybird, I know you had a Walmart cashier that you need to call out. You got some problems there again, my friend?
Yeah, well, so if you are a Walmart shopper like myself, you know that there's sections of Walmart. I always talk about the cologne. You go there to get the cologne. We don't have the key to the cologne section. John's got it. Well, where's John? John went home for the night. He has the key. But what about my cologne? That area. So I'm there. I've got about 9 items, not that many, and the woman checking out, I said, "Can I buy these items?" Because I was buying tweezers. She goes, "Nope, you can only buy the tweezers. You can't check out all the rest of your items." I'm like, all right. So I just buy the tweezers, and as I'm walking out, I see her checking out. The woman right after me, she had like 15 items. Checked her out completely. So I waited around, like milling around to see how far this is gonna go. She went through 2 other people, checked out their items. She made me go and do the self-checkout.
It was you.
It was me.
Ooh.
Dang.
Maybe-
What'd you do?
I think I've been on the mic talking too much trash about Walmart. They finally got me.
You think maybe you're a marked man when you go in there?
I know I'm a marked man.
Do you feel like even amongst Walmart customers that you stand out?
That's hard to do.
But
because
i.e. Exhibit A. Look at what our boy's got on today. He's got on an alien. What is that?
It's alien
pizza hoodie.
Yeah.
This thing is nice.
Yes. But I think it's possible, even amongst Walmart customers, this cat might stand out.
Whatever. I look like $1 million compared to some people at Walmart. Trust me.
I thought that was the case, but I mean,
Oh, you don't go
if
to
you're being treated differently.
To Cuesta, they don't even have a Walmart there. Stuck up.
You're right. There's no Tequesta Walmart.
There's definitely not.
He's right.
There's not.
All right, so you got somebody you need to call out here today for bad behavior, service, whatever it might be. Even some good stuff, too. 877-979-WRMF. You can call, text, hit us up here on the KVJ Show.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain, ain't you Facebook fishing.
We got some call 'em outs coming up here in a second, and this next door post is kind of a call 'em out about some problems that were happening with a Super Bowl party yesterday. Now, apparently, there was a party going on where Greg lives, and he's all upset because it's loud and it smells like weed.
Denny's is like, what is the problem?
Well, Denny's doesn't like football. So that's the only reason why we know it's not him.
Yeah. He offends apparently some other weed smokers, too, in the process. Posting on Nextdoor, and they jump in. They got something to say about what he has to say, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. I want to do a little bit of a flip here in our casting today.
Ooh, okay.
Just to see what kind of range we all have. Actually playing the role of the person upset about the pot smoking is Greg, and Denny's will play the role of Greg here today.
Look at that.
You're real against weed, man.
Yes.
How good of an actor are you?
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I thought, see if he can stretch himself to actually sound like he's upset about somebody smoking weed.
Can you get there, baby? Can you get there mentally?
I'm going to try.
Jaybird, you'll play the role of Angie.
Perfectly cast.
Virginia, I've got you as Fiona, and then I'll follow up with Sammy coming up here. So going ahead, let's hear what you got to say in your post on Nextdoor, Greg.
I hate the Super Bowl. My next door neighbor is having a party, and I want to kick his ass. It reeks of so much weed.
That's the worst, Greg.
That's the wrong one.
Wow.
You jumped Jaybird's role,
I'm
Virginia.
not Angie?
No, you're Fiona.
Sorry, I'm Fiona.
I guess they don't listen to Questa, Kev.
No, they don't.
Wow.
I thought I was Angie.
No.
Can I get a reset here and action?
Yeah.
That's the worst, Greg. Pot smokers should be jailed. Not sure why pot is all of a sudden cool to do.
Agreed. I hate the smell of pot. I'd call the police, but they've gotten all soft when it comes to busting people about pot. Still, might call them, though. You're right, Angie. They should be jailed.
Some people need pot. Y'all sound like some old white privileged men. Sounds like y'all need a blunt to relax.
I wasn't gonna get involved, but here it comes. Shut your pie hole, Fiona. If I wanted to hear a bleeding heart leftist complain, I'd watch CNN.
Angie, you're a dumbass. I'm not a bleeding heart leftist, you moron. The only bleeding that's gonna happen is me beating you.
Ooh. It's always 420 where I'm at. I'm high as crap right now, writing and reading this. I can't stop laughing, man. It's awesome. It's time to smoke a Super Bowl, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm laying it all down right here, man. Okay, yeah.
It's all right. I called the cops, so hopefully they arrest these low-life losers. And don't let the media think doing pot is cool. It's not. Pot is a gateway drug to other drugs like meth and cocaine. Deal with it.
Ugh, I'd hate to be your neighbor, Greg, you stupid fascist.
Hey, man, like, what's a fascist? You know, right now I'm way too stoned to learn any new vocabulary words, dude.
And end scene.
Okay.
Clearly, Virginia was the least valuable player. Kind of jumped the
I
script.
stepped on your line.
Oh, just crushed it.
I took your role.
It's all right. I wasn't very good either.
Just crushed it, yes. Let's see here. We got a couple of call-em outs to bring up here today. Somebody wanted to call out the whiny-ass Patriot fans who can't let Patrick Mahomes have his moment without them whining about Tom Brady being the only greatest in the game. Way to go and keep it classless, Patriot fans.
Wait a minute. The Patriots for being loud and vocal?
I don't know. That's what somebody's saying. Who knows? A lot of that stuff going on. A lot of people are doing weird kind of call-em-outs about the Super Bowl halftime show. Some people are thinking that it was a little too racy.
Oh, man.
And they can't believe that we're celebrating.
Really?
I celebrated it.
I thought it was fun.
I thought it was great. Now, was it the best musical performance? I didn't even realize they were lip syncing. I'm sorry. I was slightly distracted.
Yes.
But then people are getting on to other people for going, how dare you undress those women with your eyeball? Like, I don't know, guys.
They were half undressed themselves.
I
So
mean,
I had nothing to do with that part of it.
Right.
I'm only a man.
I'm only a man.
It was
Yes.
fun.
I thought it was a fun performance.
Did we get a grand total on crotch shots on that? I want to see. I'm feeling it was around 9. I think 5 Shakira, 4 J-Lo.
There was a 3D crotch shot that it was almost kind of like, whoop-bow.
Yeah, well, she did it. Remember the one Super Bowl we had? Was it Bruce Springsteen that slid across the stage? And
Yes, and his
Yes.
dog.
J-Lo kind of did the same thing last night. She came, she did the Bruce, except he wasn't wearing that little of cloth
No.
around his
I mean,
no square.
All the people hating, let me see you get your butt up there and crush it. Their dancing was amazing. I don't
Thank
care what
you.
anybody says.
It really
Yeah.
was.
And some of the other people like saying the halftime show was way too Latin based. I get it's Miami, but come on. Okay.
What do you want? You want Bruce Springsteen to play for 12 hours again?
I know. Yeah. So everybody's going to find some kind of fault with whatever's going on.
By the way, Kevin got such a scathing email about him not liking Bruce Springsteen. He had said something, but the person was so mad they copied our boss on it.
Wow. Wow. That's funny.
They're trying to get Kevin in trouble because he has an opinion about Bruce Springsteen.
That's not fair.
Yeah, it really was.
pair.
Kind of more of actually a joke. I was just like, I'm like, nobody outside New Jersey likes Bruce Springsteen. That's what set him off.
But they copied our boss on it.
That comment alone,
That's hilarious.
it's honestly so amazing what really gets people like twisted that we say. Because I can think of about 200 things I said on that same day that should have gotten a complaint.
It's not a small email either.
No.
It's like more of a,
long.
it's a manifesto.
Yep. Let me see here. Thankfully today, we've got a lot of really good column outs to actually bring up. One, I want to call out Vanilla Ice coming out to the Stars Ball on Saturday night and just being awesome, coming up on stage and out dancing with the kids and just everything he did. I think he went to the Super Bowl last night, so he had a busy weekend. He had other things he could have done.
He was literally on the dance floor in a dance contest with the kids, and everybody was circled all around cheering. It was such a beautiful moment.
Andrew and Cameron from Special Event Resource wanted to give a V and everybody a big shout out for the Stars Ball. We're the ones that did the design and decor.
Yeah, Andrew and Cameron just turned it up. The Special Event Resource is the best decorator.
It was good. Looked fantastic.
Oh, it was beautiful. You guys really kicked it up a notch.
Nicole and her staff is amazing, it says there. Absolutely.
Yes, totally.
So, thank you for that. That was all good. Also, we got a call out to our friends at Bush Wildlife. I managed to catch an injured red-headed woodpecker on my property yesterday, and basically the email just talks about how they came right out, took care of the bird, and just how, and it was all late in the day on Super Bowl Sunday.
They are amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
Amy does a great job, and that's a great place to take the family, too, because they run on donations, but it's a legit fun place to go.
Yeah, it's fun to walk around, and you can do like a tour. Amy will show you like everything, and it's really awesome.
Yep. Also, a nice, cool call them out here. Remember we were talking about that brewery in Bradenton that were putting missing dogs on their cans? There was a woman in Minnesota that found her dog who had been missing for 3 years because she spotted his picture on one of their beer cans.
I mean,
it worked.
Talk about a win.
That is a
Right there,
massive
the whole
win.
thing is worth it.
Were you all kind of creeped out eating breakfast, watching, looking at missing children on the milk carton back in the day? I couldn't even get through breakfast sometimes.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying.
Let me see. Also, we have got a good call them out here, too. My grandma's physical home health therapist. She just had both hips replaced. And so she's still trudging through it and doing great stuff. And so that's Lexi in the chat room. Kind of giving a nice little shout out there for that. Yes.
I want to do a shout out for the team from Nuvo Health and Wellness in the studio today.
Ryan, Juan, and Emily.
Ryan,
Yes.
Juan, and Emily. They are giving us Super Bowl and Stars Ball hangover IVs.
Well, I just feel like I'm getting run down a little bit, and I know Kev's getting the bronc. I am trying to combat this thing before it even hits me.
This is the best way to do it. I swear by it. If you feel like you're getting sick, go to Nuvo for an IV, y'all.
Swear by those things. They
Love
are great.
it.
I'm getting ready to move a mountain over here.
Do it, baby. Let me see you dance.
Mountain Dew.
Okay. Jaybird had a very eventful weekend as well. You had to call poison control again?
I did on Sunday morning.
For you or Chewy?
For me.
Either one of you could get into something.
Okay. Here are some options. Try to guess, why did Jaybird have to call poison control again? And didn't you call him not too long ago? I remember talking about that.
Yeah, what was that for? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
The listeners will remember.
Do you have
better
them on speed dial?
No, I just do the old, hey, call poison control. Calling again. I came up with 5 different options, though. I try to trick you.
Okay. So we have to figure out which one is the real reason.
I don't even think Kevin knows the real answer.
No, I don't. I'm going to be playing along here.
Okay.
Okay, did he call poison control because A, he got bit on his butt by a spider while sunbathing naked on his patio?
That could happen.
B, ingested spray paint while making a custom-made fort for his G.I. Joe figures?
That could happen.
C, accidentally ate one of his dog's pills while eating an oatmeal cream pie?
That could happen. All right, this is a hard game.
I made it tough.
D, accidentally gave his hungry dad detergent thinking it was the candy Nerds?
That could happen too.
Or E, fed a nut-filled sack to a kid who is deathly allergic to nuts?
I left out the end. You're supposed to say snack, not sack. Boy, what a difference.
So it was a nut sack?
I think that auto-corrected, man. It's supposed to say nut snack. You know, hamburger hands over here. I type so quick.
You're not going to be allowed around kids if that's what you feed them.
Man, one letter can make such a difference.
It changed the whole tone of that right there.
Boy, what a typo.
Oh, wow. That's just,
I'm voting for that one. I'm hopeful.
That's
I'm
just
about to get ahead of this. It was snack, not sack.
Oh, the die has been cast. Are you gonna have to be on that registry now?
You have 5 options.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
Okay, what sounds most plausible? I'm going to say no to the spider, which is A.
The spider's too boring.
And spray paint, I'm not really feeling that either. The dog pill sounds better, possibly. The nerds, no, too complicated. And the snack to the kid, I'm saying it's C. That's what I think it is. He ate one of his dog's pills while trying to eat an oatmeal cream pie.
I'm going back and forth between that, the oatmeal cream pie, and the pill, because he probably hides his dog's pills in an oatmeal cream pie and gives it to his dog.
Yes. Absolutely.
And he probably hid the pills
That's
and
right.
forgot.
You're right. And then he ate it. And he's like, I ate the wrong one.
What?
Oh, is that how I talk, Kev? Is that how I talk?
Ate the dog's pie.
Do you want the answer or what?
Okay.
Could
Hang
be
on.
the spray paint, too.
We'll see what
It could be
people got to
yeah,
say.
You guys think you're very clever.
Yeah.
Over here.
Okay. Which one was it? We'll find out next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Jaybird had to call poison control again. Why did he call this time? We've got several different options for you here. Which one seems to make the most sense as to why Jaybird had to call poison control?
By the way, the gentleman, very nice, very helpful. He really was. Made me feel better instantly.
Well, that's his job.
Yeah, I'm like, is he lying to me? What if he's having a bad day? He's want to get off the phone quick.
He had to go number 2 and he wanted to wrap it
Yeah,
up.
it's like, hey, you're fine.
You'll be fine, dude.
So did he call because he got bit on his butt by a spider while
No.
sunbathing naked on his patio?
I don't think it's that one.
I agree. I don't think that's it either.
All right.
Did he ingest spray paint while making a custom-made fort for his G.I. Joe figures?
It could be that one, Kevin.
Make some pretty cool custom-made forts, I'm not going to lie.
Did he accidentally eat one of his dog Chewy's pills while eating an oatmeal cream pie? That's the one I think it is.
Very probable.
Yeah.
If he hasn't, he will.
Yeah, I was about to go on a whole little thing about oatmeal cream pies. I'll do that after.
Did he accidentally give his hungry dad detergent thinking it was the candy Nerds?
Look very similar, by the way.
Or did he feed a nut-filled snack to a kid who is deathly allergic to nuts?
That could happen too, y'all.
Okay,
Who's
my guess.
giving you kids? Nah, I don't think
I'm
anybody
always
gave you their
around
kid.
kids. You act like I'm so bad. I used to work with kids for 12 years. It was the parents that were awful, people like you. That's why I got out of that business, not the kids. Kids loved me.
Okay, so I'm saying it is C. Am I correct, Jaybird?
You are correct.
Okay.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I was doing like 3 things at once. Because Chewy needs some medicine because of his new condition. And I put it in an oatmeal cream pie, and I meant to put it in his little peanut butter thing. I was doing too many things, and I knew it wasn't in the oatmeal cream pie because he can't eat oatmeal cream pies. But the pill was in there, and I ate the entire thing, and I'm chewing on it. I'm going, this tastes weird, man. Oh my gosh, I just ate Chewy's pill. I look at the bottle. Humans in all caps, do not eat this pill. I was like, oh.
What medicine is it for?
Gosh, I had it written down. I don't have it with me.
What ailment is it for?
It's for his doggy vertigo, like Sir or something like that.
How do you spell that?
It's CE. Yeah, something like that.
Did you immediately go outside and like trying to smell dog butts?
No. I tried to lick. Never mind.
What?
It's too early.
Yes. We've already done enough with that kid and his
snack.
That was not a real one, by the way. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Got some corrections here because I remember I was saying, what are the cool things to do during the Super Bowl? And I almost went to Drive Shack yesterday for the game, and I was just kind of curious because I think it could be one or the other. Is it empty because everybody's at home watching the Super Bowl or somewhere else? Or is it full because everybody's like, maybe not everyone's into the Super Bowl, so that would be what they do, and everybody flocks to these kind of places?
Aren't there TVs there? You could watch it at the Drive Shack?
There are, yeah, and that was kind of our plan, but I was like, wow, I wonder how crowded it was going to be. It's already tough to get in there on a normal day, so would the Super Bowl make it more or less crowded?
I was ready to go, brother.
Yeah, I know. I had to lay low, trying to kill out whatever I got going on here. Somebody...
You can't tell it only got something.
I know. It's terrible. I'm hoping it goes away.
Sounded
but
pretty good.
yeah, never know. Nate from Loxahatchee wanted to correct a couple things because I had talked about, and I had heard before that going to Disney during the Super Bowl is a great time to go. In fact, somebody even texted me, Kev, don't give up the secret. That's when we always go. But Nate said, you mentioned about going to Disney during the Super Bowl. He said, we had heard and read up on some information saying that it was a great day to go to Disney. So during last year's Super Bowl, we decided to go to Disney, and lo and behold, it was packed. Worst of all, there was nothing but Patriot fans and Eagles fans at the park being super obnoxious all day long.
That's awful.
We will never, ever go to Disney during the Super Bowl again, especially if the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Hope that helps. He also said, Jason said, go to Disney during a thunderstorm. False. My wife and I were up there just doing a kid-free weekend for once, and it rained the entire weekend. We are annual pass holders, so we thought, hey, I bet Disney will be deserted from all the rain and storms. I went to Walmart and spent probably about $80 buying all kinds of rain gear, ponchos, rain boots, all that stuff. We go to Disney, and there's a crazy amount of people still there. Disney rolls out raincoats, umbrellas, and everything you could possibly need for the people to stay. Not to mention if you're traveling from out of town to go to these parks, people already purchased tickets, and you're going to go regardless of how much it's raining or not. So we tried a few times during storms, and it's just as packed.
Yeah, you got to look at that calendar because every year they put out an annual calendar and they tell you the best days in the month to go and not go. And obviously, Super Bowl is not a good way to go then if it's packed.
Yeah, so that's apparently false information, at least according to Nate from Loxahatchee.
They still got Thunder Mountain running wild at Disney. Is that still one of their main ones?
Magic Kingdom.
Space Mountain as well?
Yeah.
Are those the two big roller coasters there?
There are two of them, yeah.
I mean, I'm talking the big dogs, right?
I think the big dog right now is your Star Wars stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody is putting pictures up of that.
Yep.
You need to go, or you're not really a fan.
Tell me if you like this idea. Something new that Disney's doing, Virginia and Orlando. They're offering red hot beignets filled with Fireball whiskey. It's at Scat Cats Club in Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter. It's a fresh beignet topped with crushed red hots and a sauce made from the beloved cinnamon candies. And they're also served with a tube of Fireball whiskey, designed to be injected straight into the pastry. You feeling the
I
red
like
hot
Fireball
beignets?
and I like beignets, but I don't know if I like Fireball beignets.
Okay.
I like them separate.
Okay. So
I would drink some Fireball, though, while I was eating a beignet. I am not above that.
I've seen her drink bottles of Fireball.
I've smuggled it into more places I can count.
now you could just smuggle it in a beignet.
Yeah, and she's bragging, too.
Well,
she
certain
is.
liquor stores, you can go in there and strike a deal with the guy behind the counter. Normally, Fireball is like $1.99 a bottle,
Okay.
but they have it by the case in the back. Go tell the guy that you'll pay him $1 a bottle for the whole case, and he's happy to sell it to you that way.
Really? Okay.
Yep, that's my tip.
Isn't basically Fireball whiskey light?
It is. It's like whiskey for pansies.
Yes.
If you need it sweet with your little spicy kick and you're not man enough to drink Jameson, yeah, you drink Fireball.
Okay. JB was talking about something else, and maybe this is like a New Orleans voodoo type thing about a brush curse, where some people believe that you got to keep your brushes locked up, never leave them exposed, because it opens you up to a curse.
Yeah, because when we do the Weird Whatever podcast, I'm always getting all this information of just all this weird stuff, and someone was telling me about how her entire time growing up as a kid, her mom would make her lock up the brush, because if the brush was out and the hair was out there, people use hair for curses.
Right.
So the mom, that was their thing. If you had a brush out, she said she would get in trouble from her mom. The mom would make them lock up their brushes. And she said even as an adult, she's like, I know it's not real, I still lock up my brushes. As an adult, she still does it.
That is real, because if you want to do a voodoo doll on somebody, the best thing to do is get something from that person. Now, hair is good, but they say blood is better.
Well,
Oh my God.
If you get the person's blood and you make a voodoo doll with their blood, that's supposed to work like amazing.
And correct me if I'm wrong, people who are into voodoo, but I thought if you did a hair or if you did skin or it's different for each little curse you do. So maybe if I do hair for you, it's a specific curse I'm trying to put on you.
Yeah, maybe so. They want personal items. They want personal things. Blood is best.
Girl named Jill put a curse on me when I was 16 years old, and my friends, it worked. I'm not kidding you. I will go to the urn believing her curse was real.
I still feel like it's on you.
I'm in my prime right now. I'm doing great.
Just to let you know on the Disney calendar stuff, somebody said that it's pretty much packed year-round now, but somebody who was at Disney both Saturday and Sunday said Saturday it rained, yesterday was beautiful, but both days were not too crowded at all, never waited more than 35 minutes for a ride. So maybe there is something to it.
Imagine that. People have a different opinion.
But
conflicting story.
it has gotten a little bit more crowded Super Bowl weekend because they do the Super Bowl parade on Monday now. So a lot of football fans go to Disney Super Bowl weekend because they want to be there for the parade on Monday. So maybe are they bringing some of the stars from the winning team?
Yes.
Because they always say I'm going to Disney. So
yeah,
so
that was a big thing that they said at the post game wrap up when they're getting the Vince Lombardi.
Right.
They referenced it and they showed a picture of Mickey and Minnie. Like it's a thing.
So the Chiefs will be there today then. So they win
yeah.
last night and then they take them right away and they do a parade with the winning team then today.
Yeah, I think your Mahomie's going to be there today. He was saying it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
There was this wanted man in Canada that the cops were looking for, and all they had to do to find him was just go to the nearest tree and look up. That's apparently where he was, 30 feet off the ground, hiding up in a tree. But when they did some more investigating, apparently he wasn't totally afraid of the cops, and that's not why he was in the tree. He's more afraid of coyotes, and apparently one had chased him up the tree and he wouldn't come down.
Coyotes are horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
So the cops actually saved him from the coyote. So, yeah, what do you be more afraid of? I think probably, I agree.
I've seen videos of those things, man. When they travel on pack, if you're alone, you ain't got a shot.
That's what it is. If there's a pack of them and one of you, you are in trouble.
Okay, how about this? There's 5 coyotes and there's 5 of us. Who wins? Kevin, Virginia, Bird, Denny's, and Suits versus a pack of hungry coyotes.
The coyotes eat Suits first.
Oh, easily.
And then I run off. He's going to be a slow chew, too. He's very chewy, so they're going to take their time on him. They'll be content. I'm out of there. Man in New Mexico was arrested when he agreed to give an undercover cop a Chili's hamburger in exchange for sex.
You can't do that?
I don't know if that either degrades the process or if it's a plus for Chili's hamburgers.
Have you had one?
Pretty good, right?
They are thick and juicy.
So maybe it seems like a good exchange rate. Big, you may think I'm offering or I'm lowballing you, but if you had a Chili's hamburger, thick and juicy and delicious. Problems in Port Charlotte, Florida, when a woman punched her neighbor because the victim didn't invite her kids to a birthday party.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I get it. You know, if every other kid in the neighborhood was invited, your kid's crying, it just makes you sad and you do things you wouldn't normally do.
She even came over and said, I demand you invite my grandkids. And they're like, no, I'm not inviting them. And so she said, oh, yeah, boom. Yeah, the attacker's husband had to pull his wife out of the home as she was continuing to try to hit the victim. So she really went after it. So, really, that's one way to get in a fight in Port Charlotte. There's a guy in Montana that tried to use a stolen debit card back in November, but the ATM ate the card, and the guy got so upset he blew up the ATM with a pipe bomb.
Oh, my God.
I think there's something else bothering him.
Wow, now he's looking at a minimum of 5 years in prison.
Was it worth it?
No, you dope.
And they say people who use DNA tests to try to catch their significant other cheating could be committing a crime in some states where you need consent to perform a DNA test. So I guess they vary from state to state. So watch yourself. You may hear people like us even talking about that, but you got to look at the laws of the land. You get yourself in some serious trouble, apparently. So there you go. Just kind of a heads up. Well, age difference, I guess it depends upon how long you've known each other, what were the circumstances. In the dirt today, Virginia had that Pamela Anderson, big shocker, her and her producer husband, John Peters, have called it quits after 12 days of marriage.
12 days.
Now, there's, 20-some years on that? Because he's in his 70s, right? And she's 50-something, I think is kind of like how that broke down.
Yeah, I think something like that.
So there was something there. So you look at that, you're going, oh, another one of these celebrity weddings and marriages that fall apart. But you look at this, you're like, no, I don't even know. Like, she gives celebrities a bad name when it comes to these marriages. Because I started looking at this, the shortest celebrity marriages of all time, and 3 of them now are Pamela Anderson marriages. It's just Pamela Anderson.
Do you like her? Have you seen her in interviews before? Pamela?
I thought she was sweet and adorable and humble in interviews. But
I thought so too.
I don't know if maybe we're not getting the real her. I don't know.
Well, I think she falls in love hard and quick, fast.
Yeah, but I mean, 12 days? I feel like you can make anything work for longer than 12 days.
It's crazy, especially how long they'd known each other.
Right.
And it sounded like, okay, we're going to get married because we've been there for each other throughout all these years. And we're the most stable thing in each other's lives ever. And then you get married in the last 12 days. It's insane.
Yeah, they've known each other for 30 years and I guess held a flame, even though they married other people. 30 years.
Don't we all have someone in it? Not married people, of course, but someone in and out of your life, just unfinished business. Sometimes just people stick around for some reason. They keep walking in your life for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I know. I agree with you, but to only make it 12 days with that person?
That's just not it.
That
I mean,
just
come
shows
on,
you
really?
you're so in it emotionally.
I wish they had a reality show so we could see what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They had that honeymoon, oh, you're the best ever feeling.
Okay, so what do you think here? Celebrity marriage over, under. Pamela Anderson's latest marriage lasts 12 days. So did this one go over or under these other celebrity marriages, including many of her own? What about Pamela Anderson and Kid Rock? Did her latest marriage go over or under that marriage in time?
Under. Her latest went under. I think Kid Rock was longer.
I'm going to go over.
You're going to go over? Okay, trust Virginia on this. She's the dirt queen. This one went under. This one was 12 days. The one with Kid Rock was 122 days.
But if you
which for her is an eternity.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. Okay, what about Pamela Anderson and Rick Solomon? Remember that guy who was he was in one of those this Paris Hilton porn video, right?
Yes.
That was Rick Solomon. Okay, so she's married to him. What do you think? Her 12 days and her latest, is that over or under the one with Rick Solomon?
I think 12 days is under Rick Solomon.
Still under, okay. All right, what do you think, Jay Bird?
Over.
Gonna go over. Virginia gets another point. 60 days for Rick Solomon. So this is actually her shortest marriage.
Yeah, this one's shockingly short.
She's got a 12-day, a 60-day, and a 122-day marriage.
She's getting worse.
She really is. All right, what about Britney Spears and Jason Alexander?
That was a weekend. I remember that.
Okay, what do you think?
That was hours.
Yeah,
so you're saying Pamela Anderson's latest is over that?
Yes,
Totally.
yes.
Okay, you're right on that. Yes, that was 55 hours Britney Spears and Jason Alexander lasted.
That's got to be drugs and alcohol, right?
And it's not Jason Alexander from Seinfeld.
No, it's not, yes.
Lest you be confused.
Okay, what about Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphries? Paris, or what's her name's latest? Pamela Anderson's latest, 12 days, over or under that one in time?
It is Pam's under.
Okay. What do you think, Jay Bird?
Over.
Okay, it is under 72 days. What about Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman? Remember that? Didn't that fall apart in Miami?
Yes.
Remember, I think it was, what was it? She took a corkscrew pasta and tried to put it in his no-go hole. Remember that?
What?
Yeah, I think that was the story as to why they got all upset. It started a fight.
Wait, what?
She had an uncooked corkscrew pasta, and I think it went whoop, and he's like, oh.
Why, they were getting freaky?
Yeah, I think so.
Jay Bird's like, I don't see the problem.
Right. What do you think about that one?
I do see a problem, and I'm going to go less.
Okay. What do you think? It's over or under? Do you think that one lasted over or under Pamela Anderson's 12 days? Did Pamela Anderson's go over or under?
I think Pamela was over.
Okay.
Under.
Okay. Yeah, the Dennis Rodman, Carmen Electra, 9 days.
Wow.
So that is actually one that Pamela Anderson beat. So pretty impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And then the Ale Landry, Mario Lopez, another one of the shortest ones, that was 18 days. So
yeah. Because she found out he cheated on the bachelor party and the wedding night.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean,
how many people get cheated on your wedding night?
Wedding.
That's got to be a very low percentage of people, correct?
It's gotta be.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
A lot of people also talking about the tongue thing that Shakira was doing last night at the Super Bowl halftime show. I guess it's got a name to it. It's like called trilling or something like that. And it's actually something that you do to, I guess, affect the tonation of your voice. So it's not just something to turn on the dudes, but apparently it's got 2 points.
Really?
Yes.
Anybody talking trash about Shakira, they can meet me at the station right now.
And kick my ass anytime they want.
Yep.
It's going to totally wreck your day. Who's got time to do that?
Whoever says that, come to the station so you can kick my ass. I am maybe the worst player.
Yeah. Bring it.
I'm a lover, baby.
Who's got that kind of time?
I like how you can beat his suits.
I'm sure.
You have to drive all the way here. You're going to have to get to our receptionist.
There might be a few people that's willing to make the drive.
Then we got to take the elevator. It's really slow. I mean, it's going to completely wreck your day. Just so you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some tough stuff out there. So, yeah, they're doing that. It's out there. There's a lot of memes that are going around as well. The one that does probably the best, and it was as soon as you saw it, you knew it was going to be one of those memes or GIFs, whatever you want to call it, is them doing the dual butt shake. That was...
Oh, yeah.
That might rank down. We're talking about the best national anthem. That might be one of the best GIFs to ever happen from the Super Bowl. Janet Jackson probably still number one. That's probably number two.
It's just so funny how many different types of fights that are going on because of the halftime show. Some people thought it was awesome. Some people were fighting because it was awful. There was lip syncing. Some people thought it was too salacious. I thought it was just like Goldilocks' porridge, just right, the medium size.
But it gets the people talking, doesn't it?
That's what they want. That's what they want.
That's what they want.
Gets everybody talking today.
It's ultimately a win for, I think, Shakira and J-Lo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, seemed like it went well. I mean, other than a little bit of weather, Miami seemed like a great Super Bowl city, too. The field looked like it held up for the game. It looked amazing. The stadium looked like it was fantastic and fit the bill of what you want. Without a doubt, I think Miami has to be the best Super Bowl city.
I just keep that one part. I forgot that one part Shakira does. I love.
It's amazing how she does those hips.
Oh my! I love her Kermit the Frog type voice, and I mean that as a compliment.
They go front to back, side to side. They move all over the place.
Hips don't lie.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of. Little emojis you could do as well to discuss last night's Super Bowl halftime show. And there's even more. To communicate via emojis is getting easier. They say one day that's going to be a whole new language, that people will just be able to communicate via emoji.
I'm even noticing people who swore against it. Like even Ralston will send an emoji now. He never sent emojis before.
Well, it's easy. You can get across a lot of words with one little face.
Yeah, I got to admit, last week they kind of got me with the chocolate bar, the star, and then the fish. It just kind of, I kind of jumped on that trend too. I'm like, oh, it's kind of fun. Yeah, the next set of emojis that have been announced came out last week. They're talking about ninja is one, bugs, an accordion, a boomerang, a toilet plunger, a magic wand, and a non-gendered Santa Claus. Okay. We got to have that now, apparently.
So is the OG Santa, is that bad if you still love that Santa? I'm just trying to
I guess it's now, like Demi Lovato, Santa is now gender fluid.
That's amazing.
And apparently there is one that is being considered a pretty dirty emoji. It is supposed to represent an extreme sex act. It is the one that apparently is kind of like the pinched fingers. They say it's intended to represent the universal, what are you talking about gesture? I guess, but of course, some internet inspectors believe that this is actually something very dirty. And as I'm reading it,
pinched fingers. Yeah. I don't understand what that means. Mm-hmm. Pinched fingers.
Well, it's supposed to be like the what are you talking about? Kind of like Italian gesture.
Okay, is it supposed to mean this?
Let me see here.
He's miming something dirty, y'all.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what's. Are you kind of confused
They're
right now?
thinking it's more of a.
Oh, get out of here. People see what they want to see. There's no way that's what that means. Get out of here.
Yeah, so
People just want it to be dirty.
They do.
Yes.
You can make it dirty.
people are trying to take, completely innocent emojis and make them dirty.
Now, if you put that next to the peach, I can see, all right, I see what we're doing.
Yeah, some way, somehow, they're trying to make it happen that way. Yes, I believe I saw Camila Cabello in one of the commercials. They had a lot of cameos in the Super Bowl commercials from last night. So just one of the many things to take in. There's so many great things to talk about, especially being in Miami with all the concerts and everything that was going on. Some of those shows, too. That'll probably be some stuff that you're going to be able to check out. Looking at some of the photos from Gaga's performance on Saturday night. And, yes, go figure. It looks like she has about 25 costume changes that went on. 2+ hours she did with all of her hits, Just Dance, Poker Face, Bad Romance, wah, 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 wah. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. And then, of course, the Super Bowl halftime show. Hip shaking, butt shaking, tongue shaking. Yeah.
I love it. I don't get the hate. I do not get the hate from that halftime show.
Is that like a turkey call?
It sounds like it. I mean, she would kill it at Thanksgiving.
What is that? Can you do that, Jaybird?
Virginia can.
Yeah. That's definitely a turkey call. Okay.
I can't do that, but I can do it.
Between us all here, and I can shake my butt. So
Yeah, you do have the best Shakira
put it all
butt.
together. We could actually be one Shakira. All right, after the show podcast coming up. Before we get there, Jaybird, if you would wrap today with your thought.
I love this one, but do I love it because I've done it before? I don't know. Someone will let me know if I've done it. Fear makes the wolf bigger than he is.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.